Stop saying you don't know music theory when you know all about leitmotives. This is part of our ongoing series on Schmerg, and today we're talking about a part of the melody part. Specifically, themes. Another word for like melodic themes is just motives, and you know a lot about motives probably without realizing it. This is one of the most iconic motives that you'll ever hear. That is your motive, and then it gets repeated but on different pitches. So what happens with motives is you can take this melodic idea and then just move it around and start it on different pitches as long as the intervals are the same. So da 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 da, and then dun 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 da, da 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 da. And motives can change just a little bit throughout the course of a piece of music, but I want to take this a step further with the idea of a leitmotiv. So a leitmotiv is a motive, but one that's specifically associated with a person or like a character or a place or an idea, especially in a work like a stage production or a movie or a TV show where you can associate like certain melodic ideas with specific characters or places. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So Frank Lehman is a music theorist and film musicologist, and I have his website pulled up right now. So here we go, Frank Lehman, franklehman.com, and he has these thematic catalogs of Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and Home Alone. I believe he's working on Jurassic Park right now as well, but I have the Star Wars one pulled up. So these are all leitmotifs that you'll recognize. So for instance, the theme, that's like the first time you see it is in episode 4, A New Hope, da-da-da-dum, dum, da-da-da-da. So that one should be familiar. You probably know the Force theme, bum 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 ba da da dum, or the Imperial March. That's a common one. Dun 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 dun. So that's, you hear that whenever like Darth Vader's coming. Putting something together like this is a lot of work, but it's also really cool because he also put together like this little informational snippet about all of those leitmotifs. So like you hear the main theme, here's what it is used for, doubles as a character leitmotif for Luke Skywalker, and then just information about like its expression from triumph to terror, comedy to nostalgia, which movies it's used in, and then here are chords associated with it, and key features, and just a lot of really cool information. Obviously, if you're not a music theorist, you don't have to do this much work, but you've definitely heard leitmotifs and can hear how they change throughout. In fact, there's this really funny Tumblr meme that I'm gonna show you. Leitmotifs never get old to me. Like, holy shit, dude, there's this melody that corresponds to this one guy, and if you hear the melody, it means the guy is there. Holy shit. And sometimes it refers to ideas too, not just guys. Has anyone heard about this? And then someone else, sometimes something fucked up happens to the guy and their melody gets fucked up too. Sometimes the thing that fucked them up also has its own melody, and when the first melody gets fucked up, the second melody gets mixed in. No fucking way, dude, are you serious? I can't think of a better way to describe leitmotifs and how they interact with each other throughout the course of a film or a stage production like an opera. One of my colleagues is working on leitmotifs and actually has Frank Lehman on her committee, and she's working on Game of Thrones and House of the Dragons and making a catalog like this, and it's really exciting. It's not done yet, and I really hope she lets me share it with y'all when it is done, but it's really cool. If I have the time to do this, one place that I'd really like to explore leitmotifs and their interactions is in the show Once Upon a Time. My favorite leitmotif from Once Upon a Time is Regina, or like the evil queen's theme, because it sounds so intense. Like, listen to this. Dun, dun, dun. Even before she's even like appeared on the screen, so you know that she's coming, or if something has happened and she is responsible for it, you hear that theme. The other end of expression, you have Snow White and Prince Charming's theme. So anytime like Snow and Prince Charming end up together, or like something sweet happens between them, you hear this theme. And y'all have definitely heard this one before. One throughout the movie, especially like at the very end.
Ready? This is for.
So my challenge for you is that next time you're watching TV, listen for leitmotifs. Do you hear the same piece of music anytime a specific character walks onto screen or when a specific thing happens in the show? And even if you feel like you're not doing music theory, that is an act of music theory.